right, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Kolo Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rachaha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, the great millstone who rule well and teach well, where we learn his knowledge, wisdom, and truth from. This is Lakamah Ka'amah from the Virginia branch of Great Millstone with another quick hit. I was meditating on dealing with distractions, and that's what I'm going to Salakia label this lesson is dealing with distractions. Dealing with distractions, it can be kind of tricky. It could be a tussle, but we got to remember what the name of the game is, and that is to wake the elect up and build our faith up and be a better man. So I'm going to open it up with Psalms 119 and 15. It says, I will meditate in thy precepts and have respect unto thy ways. So we have to meditate onto the scriptures when we're dealing with, regardless, we got to meditate, but especially when we're dealing with distractions, we have to go to the scriptures, go to the roll and eat the roll, because, Satan's constantly working in different ways. He'll have you upset at somebody. He'll have you off your square, as they say, and distractions. It could be old things that you used to, that used to make you smile in the world, Not saying you're doing nothing wicked, but, something that you might have been into in the world that might pop up. So it says, this is Matthew 6:24. It says, no man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve the Most High and mammon. So you can't do both. You can't be in the truth and be of the world. Now I'm not saying that you can't. People might be into sports, music, whatever. I'm not saying you can't do that. You just can't let it overtake you and distract you from the fight that we're fighting. Matthew 6:34 says, take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. So we just need to basically put one foot in front of the other. Scripture say a just man falleth 7 times, but he get back up. And that's what we got to do. So when we deal with distractions, we got to realize we're dealing with a distraction, deal with it, and, pray to the Lord and keep it pushing, essentially, And we know, Philippians 4:13 says, I can do all things through Hamashiach Yahweh Shai which strengthen me. And, we can fight and conquer our distractions. When we're in this flesh, so it's not going to come overnight, but you definitely can fight them and overcome them with the power and the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. I know it was one more. This is not going to be long. A little under the weather, but let me see, where is it at? Philippians 4:8 says, finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of a good report, if there be any virtue and if there be any praise, think on these things. Yeah, so think on the righteous things when you're dealing with distractions, and dealing with, because Satan constantly is coming at us in different ways. So we got to think on the good things, point blank, period, So like I said, this wasn't going to be long, Like I said, I'm a little under the weather, so I just wanted to get straight to the point. And, we can do this, brothers, and a few sisters that listen. We can conquer. We could conquer our distractions, our fears, but we need Yahweh Shah for that. So with that, I hope this was edifying. Until the next time, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Kwam Yasha'Allah, Moaf Ball. Shalom.